everybody, how's it going? It's Magic Mike here, the talking microphone, coming at you with another video. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I kind of need it. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Zach, and today I'm coming at you with another video, kind of an exciting video, a little bit of a different video, but it's something that I am pretty excited and interested to present to you guys to see really what you think. So I've always been interested in finding the projects of very prominent figures in the internet marketing space. Starting back years ago, I would always try and find the sites of different dropshipping gurus, see what they're doing, see if they're actually successful, and if they're actually putting into practice what they are teaching everybody else. It's always interested me. I've actually been pretty good at finding websites, and today I have done exactly that. That's right, I have actually found the website of Miles Beckler, who is doing a case study or just building up a site from scratch and reporting on it and saying what exactly is going on. So if you don't know who Miles Beckler is, basically he is an internet marketing guru type person. He makes a lot of online marketing, SEO, digital marketing type stuff. Kind of his cream of the crop, his big money project is a site that he made with his wife, Melanie Beckler, and it's called ask-angels.com. That's his big claim to fame. And he's just been kind of in the space for a decently long time. I think he's a very nice guy. I think he does know what he's talking about. He definitely did build up that site, and he's a very knowledgeable dude. So when I saw that he was doing this case study project, obviously it caught my attention and I got pretty interested in it. And I've been kind of following it along, seeing what he's been doing, and just kind of like, you know, oh, that's pretty interesting. That's cool to see. But recently I was like, why don't I just find this website? I've had some good success finding other people's websites, and I'm actually going to make a video kind of soon showing some more websites that I have found. But I was like, let me just go ahead and look for it. And I actually did find it. Now, before I get into this video, I want to give a couple disclaimers. First of all, I am not 100% positive that this is his website, okay? I'm 99.9% positive, but unless he actually comes out and says, yes, this is my website, I cannot be 100% positive because his name is not specifically on it. However, in about a minute, I'm going to show you what I saw that made me be like, oh, this is his website. So I want to say that first of all. Second of all, I do not want people to go out here and copy what he does. And I want that for two reasons. First of all, I do not want to ruin his case study at all. I think that's very, very just kind of like garbage if you go out there and you just copy exactly what he's doing. I have seen people do this with other gurus, and I will say right now that they have all failed, okay? Miles has dumped about $25,000 into this website at this point. So if you try and undercut him, you're not going to do it. So save yourself the time, save him the grief of having to deal with a lowly copycat. That's really, really scummy. But I did want to bring this video to see, is he putting into practice what he is teaching? And then we can kind of evaluate it from an outside perspective and see if this website is any good. And I think this is a really good way to see that and not just wait another 2 years down the line for whenever it does happen to get revealed. So yeah, I'm not positive that this is what it is. Don't copy this. Don't try and do anything scummy. I'm just trying to evaluate preemptively what is actually going on with this website. And I gotta say, he's actually doing a pretty good job with it. So that was a little bit of a rant, I'll admit. I'm gonna go ahead and hop onto my computer real quick and just show you the proof behind why I am 99.9% positive that this is his site, just so you know we can be on kind of the same base here. So let me just show you a little bit of a reasoning behind why I am about 99.9% positive that this is Miles Beckler's site. So I went ahead and popped it into Ahrefs real quick. And you can see some stats right here. We'll go over the actual stats of the site later. I'll touch on that, but let me go ahead and show you why this is his site. So I go into the referring domain section, which basically shows all of the different websites that link to a particular site. Really cool tool. So we go ahead and click on that. And as you can see, there's two very prominent sites right here. it's linked to by milesbeckler.com, which, okay, maybe, maybe that's an insane coincidence, but it's also linked to by askedangels.com, which, if you don't know, is his collaborative site with his wife where they talk about like spirituality stuff and whatever. So both his site and his other money site link to this site. As you can see, they were first crawled very recently, September 6th of 2019 and January 16th of 2020. And if we just look at the links to the target, we could see that these are links that were put into these posts. Obviously do follow backlink, and it kind of like, you wouldn't put this if it wasn't your site. So they have that on Ask Angels. And then right here on Miles Beckler. And we just look in here, and it's somewhere in here, right here. So yeah, I mean, it's it's pretty obvious that this is his site. And also, if we just go ahead and pop into here and we look at the site map of this site, he's using Yoast SEO, which is pretty easy. We can see all of the posts and pages that have been made on this site. The first posts were made April 24th, and he said his site started in June, and most of the sites here were most of these pages in this part were last modified in June. It makes sense if he started in April and then said June, like if you really buckled down in this point. So that's right around the time frame. If we look in the pages too, basically everything was created or last modified late April, which basically means that it was created at that time. So time frame lines up, amount of content lines up. These links from his two sites line up. This is very, very, very clearly Miles Beckler's site. And also, just real quick, I forgot to point this out originally. In his kind of recent follow-up progress blog post on his website, he mentioned some tools that he uses. One of them is Amalinks, which is a way to import images from Amazon into your blog posts. And if we actually go into the source code of this just one random post, it uses Amalinks Pro. And now this obviously isn't like, he's the only person that uses it. But the fact that he uses this tool on this website combined with all this other information, it's basically guaranteed that this is his website. All right, you see what I'm saying? It's pretty obvious. So anyway, let's go ahead, and I've talked a long time, so I apologize for that. I'm probably gonna put a timestamp so you can just jump right ahead into the review. Let's go ahead and look at the actual website. Let's see what the man, the myth, the legend has been doing for the past, I think it's 7 months. He said he started it in June. So it's been up and going for a little while. And also, as I said, he spent about $25,000 on this site. So we can get an idea of what $25,000 will get you if you decide to just go balls to the wall, all in on a website, paying everything, and really not having to sweat it yourself. It's a pretty interesting look into what's possible if you just, you have a lot of money, which Miles definitely does. So here we are on his website right now. He made it very clear that this is going to be an Amazon affiliate website, and it absolutely is. This website is called microphonebasics.com, and obviously it's an Amazon affiliate site that has to do with microphones and microphone reviews, which, I like that idea. I have not seen many other people talk about making microphone niche sites, so he's not really like kind of riding the trend. And also, this is a very high ticket niche. If you could get some good posts ranking in this, it's going to get you a lot of affiliate revenue. And if you're running an Amazon affiliate site, that's what you're going to want to do. So immediately, we're on the homepage right here. And another reason I could tell that this is a Miles Beckler site is because of the fact it's the massive copy on the homepage. It's something that he absolutely loves to do, like on his contentandconversion.com website. He does a lot of copy just right there, kind of like brutalist. And, that's kind of right in line with him. But on the homepage, I mean, it's very clean. It's definitely not anything insane, but you don't need anything insane. Nice little logo right there. Little homepage talking about what's going on, kind of establishing, the importance importance of audio recording and the equipment that you're using. He links out to some of his posts that I assume he really wants traffic to, so that's good. He's got some other posts right there. He's got a blog feed, which is really nice to have your recent posts show up on your homepage so that like indexing and accessibility is easier. That's great for SEO. And then we just scroll down here. He's got an email sign up. We've got a learn more section, which brings him to condenser mic reviews and some more posts. And then we get into the footer down here. Now he hasn't really done anything with social media, so I'm not going to touch on that. But that's his site. It's very clean. I really can't say anything so far that I dislike about it. It looks, it doesn't go above and beyond with being an incredible site, but it's definitely not garbage at all by any means. I would say this is a pretty successful site just from the looks of things, but that's just from the looks of things. So let's go ahead and give a quick audit of what he has actually created on his website. So we're going to go to his sitemap, and he's using Yoast SEO, which makes the sitemap very digestible, so I really like that. And we'll go into his post sitemap and see what posts have actually been created at this point. So he's got 63 posts made on this website dating back to April 24th. Now, he stated that he started this website in June. As you can see, there was only 4 posts that were last modified in April. Other ones are in June. So he could have started a little bit before deciding to go balls to the wall and start his reporting. So that discrepancy there, I'm not really going to blame him for that. Although technically the site is 2 months younger, or maybe a month and a half younger than starting in June, but it's not a big deal. And then we just look at some of the posts that were created. He's actually updated a lot of these posts within the past couple of days, so still very active on it. And to get a little bit of an idea for what type of content he is writing, I'm just going to go ahead and Control F and type in best to see how many best microphones in 2020 that he has actually written. So we have 42 URLs out of 63 that do have best in them. However, if we go to something like this, it's probably going to be best in the title. Yeah, 10 best headsets. Okay, so we can assume about 95 at least %. There's a couple up here like how to power condenser mic that are strictly info, but they're all going to be Amazon affiliate, like best computer microphones in 2020 type posts. That's very typical for Amazon affiliate sites. That's a very popular keyword type that a lot of people use, so I'm really not surprised to see that put into practice. Now, one thing that I do want to say is that Miles has taken the KGR approach to his keyword research. If you don't know what that is, KGR stands for Keyword Golden Ratio, and it was coined by the man Doug Cunnington. And essentially what it says is that you want to find keywords that get a good amount of search volume. I think it's up to 250 searches a month, and then have very, very, very low competition of other people writing for that exact keyword. So saying that, I haven't researched these keywords in terms of KGR, but we'll just say best mic preamp. Let's say that keyword has 200 searches a month and only 15 people have written for that exact phrase. That would mean that that is a good keyword in the terms of keyword golden ratio. So that would be something that you want to write for. So that is what Miles is doing right now. Most of his posts, I can assume, are posts that are written for keywords that get very low search volume, but also have very low competition. So essentially what he's trying to do is rank towards the top of the SERPs for a lot of these keywords in a very short amount of time because there's not a lot of competition. So best microphones for live vocals, best iPod holders for mic stands. I assume a lot of these keywords are going to have very, very low search volume. So I'm interested to see how that's going to impact his growth on this website because of the fact that the search volume is so low, but the competition is really low too. Now, I do have a concern with this, and once again, I'm really interested to see how this plays out. I just went ahead and searched one of the keywords at random, and I did a couple of these before I recorded this video too to do a little bit of research. So he wrote a post right here, best USB mic for rap vocals. So I just went ahead and I searched that term. Now, this is it's a pretty low search volume keyword, so not that many people are searching for this, which means that the competition for this keyword has to be significantly low, right? To make it worth writing for. If you don't rank in the number 1 or number 2 position, you're not going to get any type of substantial traffic. And with the amount of money that he is putting into each of these posts, he pays for both writing and editing and uploading of the post, which comes out to a lot of money per post. You need your post to be ranking towards the top in order to see any kind of return. And just looking at this keyword right here, we have voicesinc.org wrote for it. We come down here, smartrapper.com, artistshortcut.com, musicalpros.com, theguitarjunkie.com, musicindustryhowto.com, musicoomph.com. techsounded.com. A lot of people have written for this exact keyword, and these are decently strong websites. They're not just like a little website that was made, like a month ago and they wrote garbage content. A lot of these are pretty established, so it can make ranking for these terms very, very difficult. And especially with this low search volume, low amount of long tail keywords for these keywords, it's tough. It's really tough, and I'm really interested to see how this plays out for him. But like I said, it's going to be pretty difficult. So what I want to do right now is I want to pop into Ahrefs, and I want to look at what his pages are. Now, I want to say with Ahrefs, it's not the most accurate thing. For example, for organic traffic, for my website, for example, it says about half of the traffic that I actually get. I don't think Ahrefs is very good at determining long tail keywords and the traffic that they bring in, so their organic traffic estimates are decently off. So don't take this for gospel, but it says he's getting 123 organic traffic per month. If his analytic reports are true, then he's getting a good amount more than that. So, I don't really want to look at that, but I will look at his top pages according to Ahrefs, so we can just determine, what are his best pages and see how well they are written. So, according to Ahrefs, this one page gets him about 40% of his traffic. Once again, take that with a grain of salt. That's not always accurate. Sometimes it's super accurate, but I don't want to say it's super accurate. Best wireless microphones for iPhone. So we'll just go ahead and look at this post, and we'll see exactly what he wrote for. Wow, okay. So immediately, top 21 wireless microphones for iPhone reviewed. Best budget pick is... Okay, that's kind of a... That's a weird title. Regardless, 21 wireless microphones for iPhone. So this is kind of separate from anything that Miles is doing. This is just kind of general. Anytime that there's these product, top, best keywords, people are just writing more and more and more and more content. In this case, 21. Back a couple years ago, it was really Authority Hacker that kind of popularized this whole approach to writing like best something in 2019, in 2020. As time has gone on, people are writing now 7, 10, 20. It is absolutely ridiculous. And I have not seen many studies that correlate content length to rankings, but I have seen just personally, without any scientific analysis of anything, these super long posts tend to rank towards the top just because there's more content in it that actually ranks. And now if it's formatted properly and everything, that can be awesome. I think it's personally a parasite on the publishing space, and I hate the fact that posts are long just because they're long, but if it's working for them, you can't deny evidence. So let's go ahead and scroll through exactly what's going on. So first of all, the formatting of this is pretty nice. It's all contained in this little box in a pretty nice field of view. I don't know exactly why he puts this right here. This is something that Income School has done a lot, putting the kind of disclaimer right here. You don't really need to do that. I always do it in the footer of my websites, and that's totally fine too because it's easily accessible, and also have it in like a terms of service page, whatever. So that's fine. He's also got some featured articles and recent reviews right here, which is always nice to have, nicely formatted. So we'll go ahead and just scroll through this post right here. So as you can see, a little bit of an intro, a little bit of a way to kind of wrap people in, draw their attention, make it pretty nice. A good amount of content before anything. And we get here into his top pick, nicely formatted. I think this is nice. I think it's not, you know, it's pretty basic. It's definitely not groundbreaking in any way. I see a lot of sites that have things that look very similar to this. However, it's nice. The nice check on Amazon box right here. The nice image and the title, and then a personalized description right here. He's got a table of contents, which is really, it's basically essential for long posts like this. Otherwise, people aren't going to want to scroll through everything. This is very nice to have to make everything easily digestible. He's got some a nice little list right here, pointing out all this stuff. I would maybe like to see some images right here too, more digestible, but you know, nitpicky. Very nice and digestible. Then they have their top pick, which once again, he's got the personalized little description right here. And then he gets into the reviews, which I would say in reading through some of his posts, he gets just technical enough to where it's actually a helpful review. It's not just floofy kind of garbage that was obviously crapped out by a content farm, but it's not so detailed that nobody's going to want to read it. I think he does a very good job at finding the middle ground, and this is something that a lot of people should strive for too. Comes down here into the key features. He's just got them nice and listed out with the Elementor or Thrive. I don't really know which one this is, but the styled list. Coming down here to the runner-up with that, you know, same thing. Nice little badge right there, the under 100. That's kind of nice looking. Yeah, I mean, it's very easily digestible, which is very, very important. You know, readability is super important. And when you have so many words on a page, it's got to be readable. And I think he does that really, really well. You know, I think it's a really nice piece of content. Is it extremely long, and are most people going to read this? No, but if it's getting up traffic and it's converting into things, then it's doing its job. And like I said, we'll have to see how that actually plays out down the line. So just scrolling down, obviously these things were kind of thrown in here to add more things, to get more chances of click through to Amazon, and to pad out the post with more words, just because they're you know, 21. That's like all of the wireless microphones that exist. I mean, like you should only have to pick the top 5. Really, this is clearly just a way to kind of get like more affiliate revenue. But once again, if it's working, it's working. So, you know, whatever. Can't hate on for that. We'll go ahead and check out this second post real quick just to kind of get another look at content. So here he's got best 11. And it's basically formatted in the exact same way. We've got the top pick right at the top, which I think is really nice for people that have a short attention span and just want to kind of go boop, boop, click, buy. There's your commission right there. Table of contents, you know, top table, top pick, all that stuff. He's actually formatted this differently with pros and cons. I think this is just a template from Elementor or Thrive. So, you know, but it looks really nice. Now in terms of content for the reviews, I think these are pretty lackluster. I think he could say a lot more. He said a good amount of content in the wireless microphones one. So I don't really know how this one is going to perform. I think personally my recommendation, and off of seeing what works, it's better to write a lot of content, detailed content about a few products than write a little bit of content about a lot of products. So once again, I am interested to see how this actually plays out for him. But overall, I want to say that this is not a bad website at all by Miles, and I will say that I believe he is putting his time and money into something that is worthwhile. I think the content is well written. It doesn't look like it was outsourced for very, very cheap. It looks like it was written by someone that actually knows what they're talking about for the most part. Some articles I saw were a little more lackluster. I think that I'm interested to see how his approach to writing about these specific keywords works. I know KGR can work in some areas and in some, you know, not so well in some other ones. And with these very high ticket keywords, there's a lot of competition still for very low search volume. So it could pay off, or it could be a total waste of time. He's taking a massive gamble with this website. But overall, I think the formatting is good. I think the content is good. And that's really what it comes down to. Are you writing good content for the keyword, content that's better than everybody else out there? And I think it's formatted cleanly, basically as clean as you can get it. And it's actually helpful content. And that's it. You don't need to overcomplicate it more than that. Obviously, you can get into more specifics, but you don't need to. So overall, I think it's a great website. I think that it should see some success. Obviously, Ahrefs right now saying that he's not getting too much traffic. 7 months in, he's at 123 organic. But, you know, that could be off. His analytics says a couple hundred. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, that's my little analysis of Miles Beckler's little site. Like I said, don't go out and copy this. You're only going to be hurting yourself. With the amount of time, money, and effort that he has put into the site, there's no way that you're beating him out. And he's even having trouble beating out some of these other ones. It's just, you know, don't do that. But I felt that it was fair to kind of review this site, see what he's doing, and see if it's actually worth following. And I think that it is worth following. I think that the way he is doing things is how everybody should run their Amazon affiliate site. I think that it's good. And I also think that it is pretty interesting in the fact that, sure, he has dumped $25,000 into this website, but you could make a very similar website in terms of just structure, layout, content, without actually putting in any money. On my website, I wrote 200 articles myself. I spent zero money on content. Now I'm actually having people write content for me, because who has time for that? But, you know, I got all that on my site too. And it's up to about 20,000 page views a month, which pretty decent. All done by myself, spent no money. So it's very, very feasible. I think this just shows you it's kind of a condensed timeline for site growth, and it can also show you, if you're willing to just make the initial investment and kind of dig yourself into a hole initially, how that'll pay off for you. So interested to see how this plays out. It's a super long video, half an hour long, but I didn't just want to be like, hey, here's his website, have fun. I wanted to give a kind of in-depth analysis of exactly what's going on here, and it looks good. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. Get out there and put what you learned into use in your own website, and start killing it. Okay? All right? All right, Magic Mike. Oh God, Magic Mike out. Peace. Hey, Magic Mike here. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like down below and comment what you think of this website. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Also, go ahead and click on those videos over there, give them a watch, and subscribe down below. I got some good content in the pipeline. All right, peace out, guys. Thanks for watching.